Okay.
All right. We have no music.
We don't. No wonder why it feels so quiet.
We are live. I don't really know exactly what we're going to be doing. Tutorials or something.
I'm thinking of.
Go live.
I mean, we'll maybe cater it more towards like bodies or something.
Go live. There we go.
Yippee.
TikTok takes twice as long to go live on as YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be kind of fun.
20 minutes late. All right. Hey, Lexi, Sai, how's it going?
We're thinking of doing some tutorials and then maybe some OC drawing.
Maybe. That's why I put it in the
Yes,
title.
you did.
So definitely OC drawing.
Yeah.
Later.
Yes.
But I'm not sure exactly when or how much.
Yeah. We'll do some. Because it's been a while since we did that. What are we covering today? We are covering bodies. Well, at least that's the topic that I want to talk about today. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask about it on that topic. But I noticed that we had quite a few questions on it last stream. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about some of that today.
Hi, Azurushi, little kitty, Sai, Lydia.
Hello.
So excited. Nice.
I'm so glad you're so excited.
Hey, Lee L77. What? Why are people already trying to join our live stream as a guest? Get out of here. I don't want to do multi-guest on TikTok.
We don't do multi-guest on TikTok.
You can't handle the brain rot.
So let me just write on the title.
Nikki is very particular.
Yep.
Although I'm 100% fine going live on an off day on TikTok and streaming with like one of our mods or members or something just to try it out.
I feel like that'd be really fun.
I think it would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Naruto God. You're the person who tried to join our live stream.
Oh, really?
Gabriel, hello. Anatomy today. We can do some anatomy. Hey, Ghosty.
Yeah.
Really loving your guys' school. Awesome.
Oh,
Creative
thank
Prodigy.
you.
Glad.
I'm so glad.
Hey, Emmy. I hear you got your heads in the mail.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh my gosh. Heads. Heads. Ah! Here we go.
Yes.
These are head models. You're checking for that rash? Okay.
Nothing on any of these.
So yeah, one of our members just got these in the mail. They are reference models.
I don't know. It was like a day or two ago.
Yeah. First time catching live. Best birthday gift ever. Well, happy birthday,
Awesome.
Jewel.
Welcome.
Yeah.
We're doing good here.
My status came in yesterday. I've been nonstop drawing. Awesome. That is a fantastic thing.
Dude, we went by this Poppy.
Hi,
Jumping
Poppy.
up on the desk, sneaking around.
Mm-hmm.
We went by some place today. Some Burros.
Yeah.
It's super good Mexican food.
It was really, really good.
Like, very yummy. I liked it. We ate there a couple times recently. Probably my favorite place around here. Poppy? She's like half see-through.
Any tips on how to draw from imagination? Yes.
Yes, learn
Form
foundation and build your visual library.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the two main things.
Yes. The two main things. I mean, I think figure drawing, for example, if you want to draw bodies from imagination, taking a bunch of figure drawing classes, understanding how the body looks from a very simple perspective will help with drawing from imagination. How do you draw your OC without making them seem like a different person? Do you mean like faces and stuff? We can kind of talk about that. I would say just draw them over and over again and try to memorize their specific features. That's what I do a lot, and you'll have an adjustment period. It'll be like when you're still trying to figure out this person, like this character, it'll look kind of awkward. But then as you kind of narrow down and get better at art, you'll be more consistent overall. I can't put my work in folders yet because I don't have a scanner printer yet. That'll be like digital stuff, but I mean, just organize it the way you want it, and
Yeah.
if you can understand how you label it, that's totally fine.
Yeah, just organize it however you want, honestly. But again, it is a digital school.
It is a digital school, yes.
We recommend very much so that you use digital tools in the school because it is a digital school.
Yep.
Okay, window, cooler S. Okay, why are you like this?
So
there we go.
Feel free to ask any questions about drawing bodies or anything that's kind of, along the sort of that topic, because that's what we're covering today.
You have a brush set?
Yes. Well,
we have a brush that you can get. We'll probably get a brush set up sometime with like our favorite brushes, but not at the moment. No, it's supposed to do it digitally. Yeah, I mean it's written all over the page that you get it from that it's a digital school.
Yeah, it is a digital school. That's why we have an intro to digital art.
Yeah, there's an intro to digital art class. There's a digital painting class. There's everything is all digital. Although you won't be able to go through a whole lot of the school without a digital software. You can go through some of it. You can try, but like we use layers and like all of the basic tools, like different brushes. I think an artist could go through the school traditionally, but you would need, you'd probably need some experience.
Yeah. Do you have an OC you enjoy drawing the most? Yes, we both do. Let's see here. I do have tips on improving coming up with poses. I do. If you want to draw poses from imagination, you first got to understand.
Okay,
go ahead.
Missing a bunch of chat because my Photoshop reset itself again for some reason because the computer shut down yesterday. Hey Starstorm, do you think the Apple Pencil Pro is worth it if you draw a lot and you want brush sensitivity? Absolutely. It was definitely worth it for us, but it's definitely a personal. It varies. It's like a case-by-case basis. How do you draw digitally? So I'm just looking at older comments because we have a bunch.
You draw digitally by starting with simple tools first. Simple tools.
Can you draw your OC without making them seem like a different person?
I did answer that earlier. Yes. I just say continue drawing them a lot and try to get those shapes and memorize those shapes of like their features and stuff. And over time, you will be able to nail down their features.
Off topic, can we see the hat? Can you not see it right now? Do you have an OC you enjoy drawing the most? Absolutely. Mickey.
Mine's Ray, but I like drawing most of our Drawing Academy characters.
Any tips on drawing poses on your own? I am bad at them, so I just copy poses from other people. Do a bunch of figure and gesture drawing. And take a figure drawing class for sure. A figure drawing class will usually have a week on poses.
Yep.
Like, what makes a good looking pose?
How does
the
a
bend
torso
and stretch
move?
of the torso, gesture, C, S, and I, lines. What else? A lot of stuff like that.
I, C, and S curves, for example. So, like, if you want to understand poses, understanding how the body moves is really important. So, like, how does your torso move? Well, you can move from side to side, right? That's one way that you can organize your pose, moving from side to side. You can bend forward, bend backward. You can twist. That's part of the pose. And then think about things like contrapposto and the structure of the pose. So this is more like designing. Contrapposto just means your shoulders and your hips are at different tilts, and that creates asymmetry. So like you'll notice that when people stand, sometimes they'll look like this. And this also shares a concept with bend and stretch, which is here's a bend and here's a stretch. And you'll get like the simple and complex movement as well. So like most of the time, most poses will look good with this as like the torso movement. And then afterwards, you think about what's your weighted leg. So like your weighted leg appears on your upper hip side, the hip that's facing up the most, because like that, you kind of just like lean on that more.
There we go.
And then everything else, you can kind of just do whatever you want. You know, you can move this leg closer and then come out. If you want someone that's more reserved, if you want someone that's very energetic, you can give them a wider stance, right? Or you can have them stretching. So it really just depends on what story of the pose you want to do. Like, you're not just going to be like, I'm going to do a pose. Well, like, what direction do you want? Right? Do you want... What are they doing? Are they running? Are they sitting? Are they stretching? And the more you draw these poses, you know, starting from very simple structures like this, you can kind of break them down and be able to draw them from imagination.
Do you think bean pose method is a useful method? Yes. However, it's just a simplification of the torso, and there's many ways to simplify the torso. You can use a bean. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so disorganized.
Oh.
Okay. All these stupid recovered Photoshop files since our power went out yesterday in here. I don't need this. You can talk about the bean a little bit if you want. Sorry. Yeah. Also, a lot of questions. We'll try to get through some of them. I ordered one of your guys' book. It's coming this March 6th. Nice. Awesome. Did you order it on TikTok Shop or on Amazon? What brush do you use? You can get the brush on our linky on our profile, drawanime.com. It's completely free.
I don't know what a knee pose is. Do you mean like kneeling? But the bean is a simplification of the torso. It's basically just like your rib cage and your pelvis kneeling, they said. So think of it like a kidney bean. That's pretty simple, right? Yeah, kneeling pose.
I have to admit, I have a Wacom tablet and Clip Studio Paint, but I'm not used to it. You will be. I'll just tell you that right now.
You will be.
If you're going through anime art school, you will be used to it by the time.
So, like, the bean is just another simplification of the torso. It's this.
Yeah, our books are on Amazon.
Yep.
Osu. It's funny.
Os.
Or os? Is that it? Or
I don't know. I just...
I don't know. I've only ever seen the word written.
Yeah.
Rendering. Hey, Benji. It's been a little bit.
Benji.
TikTok Shop. Nice. Yeah. Did you order both of them? Volume 1 and 2?
We're going to be shipping that out soon. That's the one.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
How do you draw the arms? Someone asked about placing the arms with a box body. So now that I have this back, the bean is just a simplification of the torso. You can use this. You can use an envelope. You can use a pillow. It does not really matter. It's personal preference. Some people are like, oh, the bean is the best. Other people are like, oh, the pillow is the best. Well, they're all beginners, sorry to say. And they're all valid. Like, they're totally fine. The bean, right? Let's actually just do this. Take this, boop, and boop. The bean.
They got a book 2, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Do you think realism is harder to master to draw or semi-realism? I don't know. I think semi, because you need to understand realistic first, and it's hard to hard to draw it without a benchmark.
Like, semi-realistic is harder if it's good, because you have to understand realism, and then you have to take that realism and interpret it and design and change decisions. But anyways, so you can do this. You can do this. You can twist it that way. You could twist it this way. And you can do the exact same thing with these here. You could go, here's the center line. Here's the center line. Here's the center line. Or you could do it on this one. Here's the pillow.
It's all the same.
Here's the pillow. You know, here's the pillow. It's the same on all of them. And we could go, here's the head. The head. The head.
Mm-hmm.
The head. The head. The head. Same thing, right? We can add the neck. We can add the neck. So like they're all just simplifications of the torso, right? The bean has a pinch side and a stretch side. You can do it with an envelope. Like, what do these look like again?
Yeah, it looks like that. Well, I guess that works too.
You can do this with a pillow. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of really, really good figure drawing artists that use all of these. Whatever you're most comfortable with, whatever you enjoy the most is totally fine. Mm-hmm. You could even do the boxes. But you would essentially, you probably wouldn't add the box until you could turn any of these into boxes if you want. Like, here's the corner, and here's the corner of this one.
I find that the pillow already has a bit of dimension.
Yeah. And
then you can easily add an arm by just plopping in a cylinder.
And so whoever was asking about adding arms to a box pose, a lot of the times I just like to add a cylinder, like a floating cylinder, like this.
Floating cylinders are great.
Right? And then we can say, because this is a box, I basically turn the upper body into a box, and we could go up like this. Here's the cylinder of the arm. And then, of course, you have pectoralis coming up here.
Ooh.
Coming back here.
Hello there. I finally bit the bullet and bought both volumes on TikTok.
Oh, awesome.
Yay. Oh, that's Darth Dragon. Okay.
Who, huh?
On YouTube.
Oh, awesome. Nice. Did you just get them, like, yesterday? Because we had an order come in. Right? Deltoid. Here's the neck. Here's the trapezius.
Oh, wow. It's already looking like a body.
Sternocleidomastoid. Clavicle. So, I like to put the arms somewhere. You have to remember, like, look. I can move that up and down, right?
Yep.
And the reason you can move it upside down is because the whole shoulder girdle kind of looks like this. Here's the neck hole. So let's just say that this is the neck. And so it's difficult to answer that question of where do you put the arm on the box, because what do you want the arm to be doing? Like, this entire mechanism moves up. It can be like that. And then the pectoralis will pull up like that. Or this entire mechanism could be flat like this. And so your arm connects here. And if it goes, right? It kind of goes like that. So if you draw the box, when you put the arm on, you can go, is the arm up or is the arm down? Or maybe not even that, because, like, I could put my arm up and still move my shoulder up and down.
Which is always the weird part, right?
Yeah, but nobody does like this, really. It kind of looks like, you know that part in the Iron Giant where he's like this, but he can't like really move his arm enough, so it's kind of just like this.
Oh, that's funny. Do you learn anatomy like this in art school?
You know, like a figure drawing or analytical anatomy class, yes.
We teach it in our school.
Yeah, we do teach this in our school. So here's the box, and you could go, right? There's the arm up, or you could also go, you know, here's the arm down, and it's pretty simple, honestly. And so a lot of the time I'll add like a sphere as well if I'm drawing like a really blocky body. So even when Christine and I are just drawing, or any artist for that matter is drawing a really simple blocky box body, there's more going on below the surface than you think. Because is the arm, you know, going up, or is the arm going down? And so if it's going down, you can just go like, you know, whatever, pectoralis, deltoid, neck, trapezius, and it kind of looks like that, right? Clavicle, and then it's like, where is this arm going? If this arm is up, the clavicle might go like that. If this arm is down, it might just go like that. So in my brain, if I'm going, oh, the arm is up, you know, I might just do this.
Yeah.
Or, the arm is down and forward.
It's like, where's the cylinder facing? And
Yeah.
where is it in relationship to the torso?
Yeah, and so when it comes to putting the deltoid on the arm, like your deltoid is connecting to the outside of your arm right here, right? And your pectoralis is going up and connecting underneath of the deltoid. So when I put my arm up like this, the deltoid is behind, right? My arm goes up like this. The pectoralis comes up and gets pulled up, and the deltoid is like back there. And then you can see like the latissimus dorsi and all that kind of stuff, and the tricep and all that sort of thing. And then this will end up getting compressed.
Yeah.
Right? So just, it's like a simple understanding of like these basic forms of the muscles that will give you a lot of flexibility. And this to me is just very simple volumes, right? Like, oh, this connects up there. You got that. You got the bicep, right? Bicep could be right there. And so this allows you to just kind of block in bodies very quickly, but it really just starts with this foundation. And so I hope that answers the question. Like, you could do it on any of these. Like, you could add the clavicle to this.
Yeah.
Right? That same shoulder girdle, you could add it to this. And you could go, oh, there's the pecs. Here's the shoulder. Here's the neck. Here's the trapezius. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, what way is the arm going? It could go like this and like that. And so I put in the cylinder, and that is my Lego piece that I build the rest of the form on top of, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like, it's maybe a little bit wide.
We got a few comments. I've been looking at the classes. I listened to the intro while I was driving, and now I'm on Christina's Clip Studio tutorial on the class. I'm going through the intro to digital art.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. And then Creative Prodigy asks if, do we use a Wacom tablet while doing the course, or is it good with a mouse?
I wouldn't use a mouse.
I would
use a tablet.
We actually have a materials section in every class that covers what materials you need, and it's basically the same. You just need, a tablet, a drawing program. Clip Studio works great. Your Wacom tablet will work great. But no mouse. I would not recommend a mouse. It will help. It would really be difficult to get that nice drawing exercise in there.
Right, we can have the head look over there, and then the sternocleidomastoid would be coming down here. That's the neck muscle right here, this one that connects behind your ear and goes to the middle. When you turn your head,
you'll see it right there.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
It's thick from the back of the ear, and then it gets thinner towards the clavicle.
So, like, really, any of these bodies work. Like, any of these shapes, the bean, the envelope, the pillow, they all work. They're all three-dimensional forms that you can start with. Like, if you've ever seen a 3D modeler sculpt a character, sometimes they start with a sphere. Sometimes they start with a box. Sometimes they start with a blob. Sometimes they start with a plane, like a 2D plane, and they're all getting to the same place, right? So that's, like, and whatever figure drawing class you take, your teacher will usually have a preferred method. Like, I've taken classes by a lot of different figure drawing teachers, and it really doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. It gets to the same place. Some people have an easier time with one. Maybe someone's really practiced perspective a lot, and so they're pretty good at doing the boxes. Or maybe someone's done a lot of whatever animals, so they start with a more organic form.
Mm-hmm. I often struggle to draw arms, and they end up looking like sticks and very stiff. Try tubes. Try curves instead. So, like, let's say you have a torso here.
Just a paper-like screen protector? Yeah, they're pretty good.
I really like it. I have mine. I have one on my iPad, and it works great. So I want you to think about the arm, both arms, like one continuous tube. So rather than thinking, oh, one arm, and then it's like, here's the elbow, here's the wrist, and it's like a really stiff motion, think about it as a curve. So even when it's bent, you can just go like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it helps so much, dude.
Go like that. Wow, it already looks more alive. And then you could turn these into tubes. This is a great exercise where you turn people, rather than trying to suffer by drawing perfect boxes and making it even more stiff, Turn the bodies into tubes.
Here's a good example.
Yes, perfect example.
So these are some figure drawings that I did recently. They're 2-minute gestures, all right? And you can see that right here in this arm, boop, it's just one curve. You can see in this arm, it's just one curve. One of the best pieces of advice for drawing limbs that I've ever gotten was from Robert Lemler, and he took Asaro's class, the guy who actually made the Asaro head. Our teacher was a student of Asaro, and Asaro always told everybody to draw through joints, which means keep the line flowing through the joint. So if you're drawing like an arm, here's the shoulder, and it's like, now you can go like, okay, here's the upper arm.
Split that
here's
in half,
the lower arm. Here's the hand, right?
The hand is a box or plane.
Right, you could do something like that. This will really help the flow. And then once you start putting in, muscles and stuff, you can be like a little bit more descriptive of it. Like, okay, this maybe goes like that. You see a little bit of the bicep, whatever, deltoid, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But in the beginning, it's really good to draw through limbs, to draw through joints. See them as like even the foot, even all the way down in the foot. Asaro's figure drawing model literally looked like this. How did it look? It was like,
had it with us earlier. Yeah, it's like that.
It's like that, and then I don't remember what he did here, but we're not talking about that anyways. Mm-hmm. And his limbs, his legs literally looked like this. Like that.
Think of those old Disney animations where everyone's like a noodle? It's like that.
Yeah, everything is noodle. That's it. I mean, honestly, like we were taking this class by Ramon Hurtado, and he's always like, everything is noodle.
Yeah.
Everything is noodle. And dude, he's so right. Like, everything is noodle. Mm-hmm. Everything is noodle. Everything is noodle.
Noodles tonight too.
Dang, dude. Everything really is noodle. Draw through joints.
I can draw realistic figures, but not the faces. I draw more like the symbols for the eyes and lips instead of the eyeball and socket.
I totally get it.
I get it.
We're really used to seeing faces, and very, very common.
Mm-hmm. I would try to break down the head planes and stuff. Now, I'm not really going to talk too much about heads. Maybe I will. Maybe I will if I feel like it.
How about elbows?
Elbows? This is how I like to simplify elbows.
Yeah.
Your upper arm and your lower arm, assuming you're starting with the tube, right? Mm-hmm. They're cylinders. Your upper arm or your lower arm are cylinders. And what I like to do is I will simplify this to kind of like a box.
Yeah.
Like this. Ooh.
It really comes from an understanding of the structure of the elbow itself. It's a hinge joint. Mm-hmm. And so you get a little wrench that hooks around your humerus, and that wrench is the ulna.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't exactly know the.
And so the ulna connects up to your pinky side.
Yeah.
And then your radius connects to your thumb side, and it rotates around the ulna as you twist. But that, like, no matter how I twist my arm, that you can feel your elbow. It doesn't move. It's a true hinge joint. Mm-hmm. And so you've got a wrench that connects to the humerus, and it goes like that. And that's the point that you see sticking out, and that'll always be right there. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's not like an in-depth anatomical lesson today, but I would really recommend studying the structure of how the elbow works, because that's going to give you your main forms.
Yeah. I don't think we'll talk about the face today, Mochi.
How would you do them fast? It like the elbow for me, if I were to just do it really fast, it would kind of look like this, right?
Yeah.
Like that, point. And then this will go in like that sometimes.
That's the,
like you've got a muscle down here, a group, which is the flexors. Mm-hmm. And then your extensors are on top, right? And not that this is a good drawing at all.
I think it's quite a good drawing. Your lower arm is a chicken leg.
Yeah.
So it gets thick and then thin towards the wrist.
And then this is that hinge right there.
Mm-hmm. Can this be applied to drawing knees? That's a very good question, because yes, absolutely.
Yeah, basically, your arms or your legs put on backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, it does apply to knees. Unfortunately, I suck at knees. I haven't practiced them very much. So Christina's pretty good at knees, though. I'm talking like proper knees. I don't mean like a little indication of a knee that's kind of just like a...
I think Kishimoto's great with knees.
Oh, dude, is he
so
ever.
Like, crap, knees are hard. Even I have trouble with memorizing the forms. But from my understanding, you know, here's your leg. And your leg's a tube. Once again, we keep talking about the tube and the S curve, right? Here is your upper leg. We divide this in half. Here's your upper leg. Here's your bottom leg.
Okay, Christina, what do you think? That one for June? Or that one? That one's pretty good.
That one's pretty good, but I like the standing one with the plushie.
Do you like it? With the plushie? You like the plushie. That's more of a Miko thing.
That's true. Oh, have her pick.
Okay.
Or whatever. You pick. So here, let's say, let me just draw another knee here. So your knee, let me think of how to explain this in a way that's not super confusing, even for me. So your knee is like this middle part that connects the upper and the lower leg. And I actually simplify it to more of like this shield form. Kind of like this. So from a 3/4 view, kind of even looks like a deltoid in a way. Looks like that from a 3/4. Now you take this, and then there's actually fat pads on top. So there, if you have a closer look at it, you'll notice that there's a fat pad that rolls over the kneecap like this. And I'm being very descriptive right now. And then right below the kneecap comes the shin. So we just make a very simplified version, which is just, here's your leg, and here's your other leg, and then you just add this little indentation like this. Or add a little another indentation like that. So this is the more descriptive version. This is the implied version. But you would generally see a top side and a bottom side.
Yeah. What do you think, chat? Cute little 3D token. Miko. Little Miko token.
Oops, sorry. What's a deltoid again? It's
the shoulder muscle.
It's the shoulder muscle. So what Colton was drawing earlier on the shoulder is this muscle.
This will be a currency in the future.
It's like a bottle caps from Fallout.
The official currency of the Mickey-verse.
I need that stamped on my face. Oh, that's so funny. Marked on your forehead. See. Yeah, there we go.
Miko stamp soon. Dude, we should make a Miko stamp.
I saw another breakdown of knees where the kneecap, as it like bends, it kind of moves with your lower leg.
It will...
Like this patella area is actually on the lower leg, and this right here is just all this connective tissue.
Hey, Ginny, how you doing?
Hey, Ginny.
It's adorable. It is pretty adorable. It's just little Miko.
Grading everyone's work with the Miko stamp. Imagine if there were like different expressions. A is like green. Yep.
That's a great idea. Han, hello. Kelly, hey. Yes, we are live again. Gabby, hello.
Let me think. I remember Kishimoto talked about the kneecap like it was like a something like this.
What's up?
Kishimoto's breakdown of
you want me to
kneecap.
Bring that pure ref
that pure ref would be great because I need more references on that. I've been following Draw a Box's Getting Started with Art, and they have 50-50 rule, 50% fun, 50% study. But I have fun with the study part. Does that invalidate it, or is it fine?
I mean, if it's 100% fun, that's even better, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if you are having fun regardless, I mean, yeah, do it. That's not it.
Where the heck?
Where is it? It's somewhere in there. It's got to be.
That's Weston.
No, that's Weston stuff.
Will Weston. The heck is all Kishimoto's stuff, bruh? Here it is.
There it is. Okay. You want to show it real quick?
It's like this. Yeah, I can do that.
That's an interesting form.
Here's a good way to break down the knee. Like, you've got this little hammer on top of this little, wedge, this little, like, flat shape. It's like simplifications of the knee.
And the patella is an on-top part. It's like it covers those pieces.
Yep. There's another, I gotta be careful where I go because there's naked stuff around here. It's dangerous. I'm treading on dangerous waters. Good breakdowns of the knees. I like
these breakdowns. How do we simplify poses for like chibis? You're in luck. We have a chibi class that talks about poses.
Yeah. Dangerous stuff. Yes.
It depends on how simplified you want the chibi to be, because I mean they can only like bend and stretch so much. I would actually use a pillow, a short stout pillow for this, because a pillow is great for the little arms and the little legs, and you can just go like boop, like that, and you can still keep the body really really short and pudgy. So use a pillow.
Hiya.
Hiya. That's cute.
But it still applies, like the basic figure drawing
still applies.
Concepts and gesture still applies the whole time.
Yep.
Like there's the bend and there's the stretch.
Yep, bend and stretch. It's just you got tiny little legs attached to the bend and stretch.
You can make the legs longer.
Yeah.
But it's the same as figure drawing. It's like being able to do poses. You're just changing simple things.
Yeah, like here I'm using kind of a bean shape where the torso is shorter. Not shorter. The torso is no more narrow than the bottom. And then I add another cone. If I want to draw someone kicking, I just attach the cones to the bottom of this area right here.
What if they have more long limbs? You literally just scale it up.
Scale it up. Yeah, just
like
just add a calf. Woo!
Right? Like
and now it's a more advanced chibi.
You just add the lower leg.
Yeah. Well, chibis don't have to look a certain way.
Yeah,
it can be whatever you want. So, like, if you want the legs to be longer and not so simplified, then you do that. I mean, like, if I want to make slightly more realistic legs, then I just add a calf. And I make it slightly longer. And, here's the foot. And now it's not so much like a nub, but rather an intermediate version of it. Right? Because we can go from realistic... Dude. Yeah, it's like a finger.
It looks like my thumb, dude. Look at that.
It's literally a thumb. Oh my gosh. That's literally genius.
Boom.
Pikachu is a chibi body as well. So like
Pikachu's a pillow.
Pikachu's a pillow. Let me actually test it.
Chunky pillow.
Yeah. Now it's a weird Pikachu form. Oh, that's cursed. It's not looking very good. I can finally draw my chibis doing something and not just standing. Yeah, awesome.
Like it's like this.
Yeah.
And then the upper body is more like that. And what are Pikachu's arms like?
They're like little nubs like that, but they're kind of chubby, and they have like they're chubby, so they're like this. They're like little hot dogs. And then they have like little fingers at the end.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're like straight up like little,
straight up little.
Like the second half, like the end part of my thumb.
Yeah, it's like
fingers. That. Imagine like hands on the end of each of your fingers, dude. Is that crazy? What if you like close that in a door?
Ow! Ow! Don't say that. It's gross.
Y'all seen those images, right? Where they put little hands on the ends of each of the fingers. That would be so cool. Like imagine getting to the end of your life and you haven't lost a single hand. Hand finger.
I need help. I can't find my tablet, and that's where I draw. And I love drawing. Draw with paper and pencil.
Y'all.
If you love drawing, don't let that stop you. Don't let lack of material stop you.
I don't see how we could help you other than telling you to just draw using another medium. Mm-hmm. But is that the answer you're looking for?
Or is that just being like, nah, don't draw. You don't have your tablet.
I don't particularly know how we would be able to solve or help.
I don't think we can. Just grab a paper and pencil.
Grab a paper and pencil and look at this.
Wait. It's a turntable. So like turntable, you want to do in different angles.
Although it's literally just a disc.
I know it's just a disc. Yeah.
Don't forget, these are on TikTok Shop.
If you want head reference models, understanding where to place eyes on the head, for example, where to place the features, how to draw in different angles. If you struggle with that,
Yeah.
Have a handy dandy reference model that you can actually have in your hand, and it's portable.
Look at this, dude.
Small.
There's even like, look at that view. Look at that view.
Oh my gosh, that's always so difficult.
Look at the side. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. And to make things even better, there's a male version as well. There's a little duder here.
Yep.
Look at this. Have y'all ever wanted to draw this angle? Be honest with me. What about this one?
I got my head today. I haven't opened it yet. I want to get some lamination paper to put on my phone. Oh, that's
awesome.
a gamer kitty. Nice.
Nice.
I'm glad you got it. I want to get these so bad.
Lamination paper. What with it?
It's for the little watercolor. Remember? The
Oh,
green hair,
yes.
The PNG
Awesome.
tuber. Yeah.
You drew on paper today after ages, and it was so different from iPad. It sure is.
It is.
Sure is.
You know, it's funny because sometimes I'll draw on paper and be like, this is way smoother than my iPad. That's because the iPad's naturally slippery.
Guys, I found a company that makes paper-like screen protectors, except it goes on Cintiqs. Yeah! I ordered one, and it's getting here today.
I need to try that. Someone is asking how to draw body types, and I have an answer to that. Would you say you should learn anatomy before drawing people? Do both. When you're drawing people, you're also doing anatomy.
Yeah, I would
take a figure drawing class.
Yes, take a figure drawing class.
If you don't know what figure drawing class to take, you can take ours.
Yeah, you can take our figure drawing class.
I teach
it's
all
in
this.
Anime art school. It's 12 weeks long.
Yep. We teach basically the same structure, which is like, you know, the bean and stuff,
Like,
and adding anatomy on top.
There's a lot of thinking and design. Like, all of the stuff that Christina and I are talking about today, a lot of it is design. Drawing through the joints and not going, ooh, that's design.
Yep.
The bean, this, squish,
Simple,
stretch, that's design. And then there's some anatomical knowledge like, oh, how the limbs work, where the muscles go, you know. But design is like making it look good. The anatomy is like the anatomical part of it. But you need both. You need both. It won't look good if you just know the anatomical part. It'll look stiff as heck.
Yeah.
And nobody will like it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know any of the like anatomy, you don't know where to put anything. You don't know
The
how
structure.
Yeah, you don't know where to put things.
Like for me, I always put my body on a framework like this, like an envelope, or kind of like a curved envelope. Because this, I can establish
Noodle.
this as my
It's literally a
ribcage,
noodle.
my pelvis.
Okay.
And if this stage is correct, then I move on, right?
No.
Arms, or by the elbow.
Have y'all done any type of tutorials on how to draw accessories like rings, bracelets, or glasses? We have in the past. I don't think we have any videos about them. We've talked about it on a live stream a long time ago, though.
Glasses.
Yeah, glasses, like, you can simplify them into just a box.
Yeah. Can you intentionally draw bad to show us what we do versus what we should do? I'm better at understanding when it starts bad, then improves the bad, like your critique streams.
Right, you can do something like that.
That's
What?
the cheekbone.
Yeah, it is the cheekbone. This?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
like, drawing glasses is like, I would set up my perspective like this. If I'm drawing something in perspective, I'm thinking, what angle am I looking at it from? I will turn this, I'll turn this into a plane. So, and this is also a plane. So you can literally just start with a box for glasses like this.
Gamer Kitty, what version do you want a bad version of and then a correct version of? Maybe that'll be a little bit easier. I want an art style that's a mix of chibi and anime, if that makes sense. Any advice to that? I mean, chibi is anime, in a way. Like, it's coming from
you
that.
could do round glasses.
Ooh.
You could do square glasses.
If you want, we have a chibi class that covers 3 different types of chibi bodies. One is very simple, and they get more advanced. If that's something that you're interested in, you can check it out on our profile. Ooh, glasses.
So I would start with like setting up the structure. I haven't practiced my anime heads in quite a while, unfortunately, but
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so like if I wanted to add glasses to this person, I would go, well, where are the eyes? You know, what direction is this head facing? Literally, look. Now it's facing up. Now it's facing down.
Do classes cost you money or is it free? You mean our classes?
Our classes?
Yes, they do cost money.
Yes. This class that you're currently watching on live stream is not, does not cost you money. But our other classes, our big in-depth ones that are really long, those do. Right? And so if I wanted to draw glasses on this, I already have my perspective. Right? There's my perspective right there. And so I could draw glasses on this person's head, up. And I would just draw a plane like this, right? And then we can split it up in the middle and maybe come down to here and there. And these could be like, you know, some kind of cool glasses or something. So it really does come down to like being able to draw objects at different angles, right? So like we could draw a box at this angle, or we could draw a box at, say, this angle. And then I'm just drawing that box on top of the head and I'm turning it into glasses. So center point.
Yep.
I'm drawing
plane
off of my canvas.
Real.
Right? And then it's like, maybe here's the nose. And it's like, you can do whatever you want with this. It could be glasses like that. It could be, they could be 3D. They could be goggles. Like, and again, the funny thing is, this doesn't actually have to be flat glasses either. What if we did this?
Hey, Kayla. And hey, Artemis.
Now we've just
visors.
now we just made a curve over top of this. And this could be like ski goggles or something, you know? Like, look at this. Zoop. There's those goggles. And so we used the box, we came down, and we curved this over the center point. Here's my center line. And we could add thickness to this if we want. Right? So this is thin. This gets thicker. This is thin. That's thicker. You could add thickness to this. And we could put this on the head. It could be welding goggles. It could be whatever we want, right? We could go...
I don't know what a
wrap
guard
around.
is for those things. Ooh, goggles.
Right? We could go out like that, and we could have like goggles like this. I'll even pull this up a bit more.
It's all stemming from the same fundamentals, which
Yeah,
is
it's those same
drawing.
Exactly. It's those same dimensional drawing skills. And then of course we, you know, can bring hair out.
Nikki with goggles?
Yeah. Maybe. We can bring the ear out, can bring the neck down.
I drew boxes as a guideline today, and I just heard Colton cheering in my mind.
Yeah.
Hi.
Gambare. Gambare.
Gambare.
Who is that guy?
That's from One Piece. The guy.
What's his name?
He was kind of fruity. He was like the. I don't know.
What was his name, Gizmo?
Was it V? It started with a V or something? Bon? I don't know. A front-facing super stiff character and how you would improve it, like having it front-facing.
What if I want to add a guard on those on the bone, like where it's a cushion? You mean like those little
pads?
Pads, or like a larger pad? I would need to look up a reference of ski goggles.
So I think when people draw straight on front view, they will make everything like pristinely perfect. They'll use a symmetry tool. And then they'll draw. Now, once again, this kind of view isn't bad, but if you want it more dynamic, first understand, like, if it's very, very, very symmetrical, like this, and there's no variation in the arm pose.
Bond
or even
clay.
Bond clay? Okay.
Yes. No, Bond,
okay.
Bond something.
Bond something.
I don't know. Beryl removed their comment on YouTube, so I can't read it anymore.
So, like, what I would do to make this front view more interesting is I would add curvature to the arms because that's more natural. So and even in the torso, I would kind of imply dimension. So like, for instance, in a front view, you can kind of argue that you can have a torso that's facing up and a pelvis that's facing down just by adding these lines right here. The arms can have a natural S-curve like this.
Mm-hmm.
And your legs can have a natural curve.
Did you ever pick up the Asaro model?
No, I did not.
Right.
I need to go get it.
Yep. Applejack knocked our Asaro figure off of the desk the other day because he's a little stink butt. Here he is. Give me that.
So here, we can already see there's like that nice curve, nice subtle curve, right? You want to draw the curve as if it's like an essence. So like this is pretty simple. Don't get distracted by the muscles. Find the gesture because that's your main impression. And then you can just guide your entire arm based off of this gesture. All right, so macaroni, if I were to draw this from the 3/4 view, it will kind of look like this. This is that macaroni torso. But from the front view, we can kind of just show a bit of that dimension by adding these wrapping lines here. And then here's our leg. Curve, 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 curve. Noodles. And so now we get the comparison between very, very stiff with no sense of perspective. Everything's a sticker versus something that has dimension, has more dynamic flow. And I see a lot of these in like even VTuber models, like VTuber model references. They'll have poses just like this, and it looks cute. Now I'm not saying that your entire body should be entirely made of curves, especially if it's like a guy and you want him to be a bit more stiff, which is totally fine. You would need to add a bit more bulk, right? But that's like, you can change that later.
I heard somewhere to never draw straight lines on characters. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that at all. I would say, what's the intention of the character? Yeah. Straight lines are a design decision, and there's always a time and place for design decisions. You can absolutely draw a straight line on a character. It's just a very bold decision.
Actually, there was a pose that we were discussing in one of our live classes.
Yeah.
Where the pose looked like this, and you can emphasize the straightness of the pose.
Yep.
And it would look really cool.
Yeah, that's literally what the pose was. But you could, and it depends on what your intention is. Just be really careful of advice that says never do this or never do that, because everything is contextual. You may almost never do it or use it in only specific situations, but just like straight lines are static, and straight lines are just like a very bold attention grabbing
it's
thing.
Like
so if
red.
You want something that's attention grabbing and static, then use a straight line.
Yeah, I would say I attribute straight lines with the color red because red is very powerful. Yeah. And when used correctly or when used with care, it can look really, really cool. But if used without understanding how powerful it is, it can tend to be too stiff.
It may be the advice you heard was somebody who was giving general advice to beginners that tend to make common blunders. Yeah. That's usually where you hear the never do this or never do that advice. And in which case, it's like, yeah, like 95% of the time, it's probably going to be true.
In your opinion, is it easier to draw men or women anatomy? Women. But I always start with guys. Like, if I want to study anatomy, I study the guys first because they are a lot more prominent. But with girls, you soften everything, which is why it's kind of easier.
Snorkel. I guess snorkel goggles would be a better reference for it. They're just break it down into simple primitive forms.
Don't think about the thing. Think about the form.
Yeah, exactly. Don't think about what it is. Think about what three-dimensional forms it's made of. And if you can build it out of another simpler form, you're in good, you're in good hands.
Like, it just wraps around the nose, so you gotta make sure that when it wraps around the nose, you get a bit of extra padding. I'm guessing that this is what it's gonna look like.
Hello, Cal Gal,
hey.
Wicked Nick, hi. Unless you were saying hi to MJ. Can't believe you streamed for 11 hours straight. Yeah, it was about 11 and a half hours. And it was shorter than previous long streams we had. We used to do 12-hour streams. Now we just say we're going for at least 10. And if we run over, that's fine. I always do stiff poses for OC sheets since it could be easier for me to view the characters. Yeah, like an A pose or a T pose. Those are super stiff, and they're very contextual. You may be hired by a client to design a T pose or an A pose because maybe they need a 3D model them. That would be a situation where you would want to draw stiff.
In one of... I got Rune Factory, and they came... Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, and they came with a character design, like, concept art book. Yeah. And basically all the characters were done in, like, T-pose. Very, very stiff. But, like, that's because they're focusing on the design, right?
Yeah. You'll see a lot of characters. And, like, the funny thing is, a lot of character designers will design characters in poses as well. And then you'll also do, like, a front-back armless or T-pose version or A-pose version. So... the design is really clear so someone can model it.
Yep.
Someone says, hey, y'all, I loved the tutorial on drawing heads, so helped me so much.
Awesome. Drawing heads. Which tutorial? Do you mean, like, just in general, like, on our streams? Or, like, did you watch a specific video of ours?
Loved the tutorial video on drawing heads.
Okay, never mind.
And that's a YouTube comment. So probably your...
the heads in 15 minutes, probably?
Yeah, probably.
Glad you liked it. I didn't... For some reason, like, my mind just completely blotted out that first statement.
Like, I did a demo the other day of breaking down... what was it? A flower.
Yes.
Like how I would look at a flower and break it down.
Did you ever send it to me?
It's definitely more down here if it is.
I don't know if you sent it to me,
I don't think I did send it to you.
I think you sent it to yourself or something.
Did I?
You probably did.
Maybe I did. I don't remember. I'll have to look for it. Did I send it in here? I did send it in here.
What iPad and Apple Pencil do you use? I use an iPad Pro 13-inch, and I use an Apple Pencil Pro.
I want to do less how to draw this particular subject or that particular subject. And like Christina and my goal is we do teach how to draw specific things at times, but we're more focused on teaching the skills that allow you to do it yourself.
Yes.
And so, like, this is an example, a little demo that I did the other day for someone in the Discord server, and it was like how I would draw a sunflower. And it's like, well, I would draw a sunflower by understanding what a sunflower, what components make it. A sunflower is essentially a disc, right? It's a disc. And then there is an inner part and an outer part made of petals. And the petals kind of go like this, out, in, out, in, out, in. All right? So we've got a disc. We've got an inner part and an outer part. And then we have these petals that kind of go like this. Right? And I'm just going to draw like a really simple... There's a lot more petals than this. Right? And then we've got the inner petals. And the inner petals. And the inner petals. And the inner petals. Right? And then we have like this inner part. That's kind of like that. And then we'll have some petals coming out here.
That's such a cute flower. I want to sleep on it.
And like the back of the sunflower, I actually didn't study the back, but I think they kind of go like that.
Yeah, and they're like a bulb or something.
Yeah, they're like a bulb, right? And there's like leaves or something. I don't know. I didn't study the back of it. But you can see that like very simply, and now it doesn't really look like a sunflower because my proportions are wrong. These petals are too big, but let's pretend they're not too big, right? And then I would look at the center of the sunflower and go, what does the cross section look like? This was the cross section. It's basically a cone. Here is the cone with another part around it like this. And I'm kind of exaggerating it. And obviously these come like at different stages of the sunflower's life. These may vary a little bit, but I'm kind of just going, I need to simplify something, right?
Lisa
This is inside. What?
Lisa says that's very helpful. I'm good at copying, but not thinking about how it's put together.
Yes. And so then what I did is I took my little doodle here, this right there, and I colored it. And then I started looking for color information. And I'm like, wow, the sunflower is the yellow. The leaves are not the leaves. The petals are really yellow. That's crazy. And when they go into shadow, the shadows are very warm, at least in this photo that I saw. And like you pull on your knowledge of color theory, you pull on your knowledge of dimensional drawing, you pull on your knowledge of being able to draw things from different angles, right? You may draw cylinders, you may draw boxes at different angles. Like I may draw a box at a different angle, right? Like this. And then I may go, here's the middle of the box. And I'll turn the box into a pyramid.
Modify
or
boxes.
Here's the middle of the box. And I will measure out here, and I'll add a curve to it. And I'll measure out here, and I'll add a curve to it.
You just made a little treasure chest.
I just made a little treasure chest.
Or a little toolbox.
And so I look at objects in real life and I go, what is the form of these objects? What is the form of a sunflower? And what primitive forms that I've learned how to build and draw, right, could I use to make this thing? And so then once I have that form, I go, oh, the petals are slightly bent. They kind of bend back like that. And as it goes around, so this is literally a donut. The petals kind of form a donut.
Yummy.
You have the petals and they kind of go like this. As a general form, right? And so now I know how to render it, because if the light is coming down, I'll render the petals like this. There's my donut. So say my light's coming from the top up here. I know that this is all lit and this is all in shadow. And then I've got my center part and my cone. What does that look like again? Okay. Right. I've got my center part and the cone. Here's my cone. Well, if this is a cone, it's probably going to be rendered something like that. And if this has like a ridge around it, it's going to be like that. And it's going to be like that. So I'm building out this really, really simple, almost like 3D modeling form. And that's exactly what I did. Now, obviously, this is a really, really fast study, but it's established. Like, I could take this and finish it and add details and make it look pretty and clean up these edges and all of that. And my form is still there, right? Mm-hmm. There's my cone, kind of flattened out, comes back up, comes down. Here's the center. Here's this, comes down, up, down. Look. Here's my... So, like, I don't want to teach how to draw things. I want to teach how to understand the world and break anything down, because it gives you the ability to go like, oh, no, now I have to draw a lily. How do I draw a lily? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything's... Yeah, it's not about the thing. It's about what principles make up the thing. And so that's what Christina and I are focused on. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the thing. And you can get better at drawing the thing, right? But this is a good starting point that can help you to understand the thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you will have a pro who is like a legend at drawing flowers. They're legend at drawing flowers, right? This will help get you started. And then as you draw more flowers, you're just like, oh yeah, I understand the thing a lot better now.
Yep. Like, for instance, if you can't draw long hair, simplify the long hair into a cape. Like, for instance, If I were to draw hair here, I'm not thinking about what's the hair strands. I'm thinking about what's the gesture. And this will apply to anything. Like, how long is the hair? Okay, well, I'm going to make the hair about to her thigh. How is it going to flow? Is it going to flow like this, like a flag? Or is it going to go from the top of the head and then kind of curl down like this? Okay, I have this motion now. So now how else am I going to simplify this? Well, I can think, where's my front side? Where's my back side? And this is where the cape comes in. And then, what bangs do I want? Well, I want maybe curtain bangs. So they're just little hooks.
And the long hair. And it's like, it's an understanding of form drawing. Like this whole thing that Christina just drew. It's like a ribbon. It's like a cape.
Yep, it's a cape.
However, the cape don't look good unless you apply proper form drawing and a design that looks good. And so it's like that 2D and 3D thinking, because the design part is 2D and the form drawing part is 3D. And so you may hear there's this 2D, 3D mindset where you switch back and forth.
It's like seeing two different versions.
Yeah, you see both sides of the coin at the same time. You want to know how you see both sides of the coin at the same time, chat? Look at this. You ready? I'll teach you how to see both sides of the coin at the same time. You do that. You basically have to do that with art.
Oh, yeah, you can. Ow, it makes my eyes hurt. So then what you do is you take this initial thing and then you're like, okay, well, what's the texture? Do I want it long and silky? If I want it long and silky, I have to split it. So rather than thinking hair strands, you think grouping now. Graphic design. Graphic design is my passion, right? So here, like I have this one clump, but I want to make it more interesting. I add another clump, but it's following that gesture. You work from what you have, and then you kind of alter and you design it the way you want it, right? Here, how does this strand flow with the rest of the hair, right?
So everybody who's always asking, how do I draw from imagination? This is how you draw from imagination. You have to be able to break things down, and then you have to be able to design. Break things down, understand how to draw and paint them in three-dimensional space, and then you have to design the shapes to make sure it is understandable and aesthetically pleasing to the viewers. And it is not easy. It's so much easier to just look at like a photograph and go, I see a triangle. I see a square. Draw a square. I see this. Draw this. It's very, very difficult to draw from imagination. It takes a lot of training.
And it takes a lot of memorizing and training. Yeah, exactly. Training and understanding form. And that's why foundation is so important. Foundation is what helps you to draw from imagination. Yeah. I think another thing about trying to draw from imagination is that you are going into a different league of art. So like for most people who, I don't like the term normie, but for lack of a better term, I will say normie. For most normies, when they draw, the only kind of the highest level that they can think about drawing is hyperrealism. Like that's like the best of the normies. Peak of the mountain. Peak of the mountain for normies, right?
Yeah, like because it's people like how could you get more realistic than real?
Yeah, exactly. So like the peak of most normies, which is the majority of the population.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's just naturally how people think a lot of the time.
Yeah.
People think, oh, the peak of the mountain is hyperrealism, but as soon as you do some hyperrealism and you realize it only takes you like a year to be able to do it, you go, well, that wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you could go down that rabbit hole and become like a really, really strong hyperrealist artist.
And then basically,
most people get to this point where they actually get bored of drawing from images and they want to design and think and draw from imagination.
Yep. So like, for instance, this is like copy drawing to get to the hyperrealism. But now you're like, well, I can only draw hyperrealism and stuff from images. Now, how do I go from imagination? Yeah. Well, you're going to have to go into a different mountain. You're going to have to think, oh, now I need to think about fundamentals. So like, but the fundamentals, as you continue learning, you're going to continue reaching higher and higher mountains. Not saying this is bad. This is not bad at all. This is great. It's just as you want to go beyond that.
A lot of people, they just get bored drawing from reference and copying. Like they want to end up going into, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of people want to be able to create their own characters that look awesome, and there is no photo of their character. And even if there was, they wouldn't want to draw them realistically. They're like, I want to make an anime character. Comments. Blah blah blah. The inside of the sunflower pulls downward into the sunflower stem. You miss growing them. Yeah, we grew sunflowers.
Maybe I should grow sunflowers.
Didn't
I heard
we have some
good.
sunflowers when we were at my parents' house?
I think so.
The
Yeah.
garden.
Yeah.
They're great. They're awesome, and they have like different phases. Like, and then they'll go. They'll look really sad. Just got into drawing about a month ago. My goal is to be able to draw people from any pose and angle. What fundamentals and knowledge should I focus on to be able to achieve my goal? There is so many fundamentals. I don't know where to start to build a solid foundation. You can't go wrong with dimensional drawing.
Yeah.
And figure drawing
Dimensional
classes.
drawing, yeah, do that. Dimensional drawing, figure drawing. We have both of those classes in our anime art school program.
Yeah.
Dimensional.
The anime art school program is great. Like,
yeah.
We built it to be like a college.
Yeah, and figure drawing. If you take both of these classes at the same time, they will elevate each other. And figure drawing is dimensional drawing as well. So like the better you get at figure drawing and understanding the body form wise, the better you'll get at drawing in general. So like it's like a very good skill to have.
A lot of fundamentals overlap. Like dimensional drawing will overlap anything that's in 3D. Characters, environments, background, literally everything. Yeah, all of it is dimensional drawing.
This is dimensional drawing.
You'll hear other YouTube channels say form drawing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like any variation of it. It basically just means your ability to draw in 3-dimensional space.
Yeah.
Create an illusion of 3D.
They just ask, what exactly is dimensional
drawing? It's basically perspective.
Yeah.
It's basically perspective. It's like, if you want to draw something that looks 3D, you have to be able to 3D print on your paper. Like,
yeah.
You have to be able to 3D print. So, if I draw a shape that's 2D, this is a 2-dimensional shape. This is dimensional drawing.
Not to be confused with just like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. You know, it's perspective is in everything.
Yeah.
Is in everything. I shouldn't say isn't.
Your ability to draw in 3-dimensional space. That would, like, a lot of people are always yapping about boxes. Boxes are pretty important, right? To be able to create like the illusion of 3-dimensional space. So like, you know, you draw another box and it's like rotated a little bit. Maybe you go like this, right? Rotate it around. Rotate this around, say, you know, maybe there or whatever. Right? Even an arrow is in 3D. I remember in Eric's class we had to do arrows, dude. Remember that?
Arrows. I kind of vaguely
remember. He would have us do arrows in perspective.
Oh, okay, maybe. It's been so long I don't remember.
Like 2-dimensional arrows in perspective, and you'd have to go like...
Split that in half. Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, I think I might remember.
And then you would go like...
Oh, the ribbon?
Yeah, and he would have you like bend it.
Okay, I remember that. I remember that.
And then you'd like, whatever.
How do you make symmetrical drawings? Find your center line.
Yes, center line.
Center line. Find the center.
The center line doesn't make you draw symmetrically. It gives you a reference point to be able to draw symmetrically. Like, if I wanted to split this box right here, and I wanted to draw an arc, I would want the center point, right? Center line of this box. And then I could say, take this point, and make a peak. Or do that. And this is in perspective.
Yep.
Right? So come up to here.
Bring it around town.
Bring it back. Yep. Like that sort of thing. But the funny thing is, this is the crazy thing about shapes. If I draw like a random shape, like this, and I draw a center line on it, let's go like this. Let's do it this way.
You kind of put the center line anywhere.
Yeah. You can make this shape like symmetrical. I'm not doing a very good job with this shape for some reason.
It's a hard shape.
That is a really weird shape.
It's a weird shape.
Let's come down here and do like this. You can just have like an abstract shape. I'll actually pull this out here. I'm just trying to design a good looking shape. There we go. Like, this can be
Cute little
a
elephant.
symmetrical form.
This is
And
Photoshop.
it's not symmetrical. Like, this side is not the same as this side, but yet you can turn this into a symmetrical form. Like that. This is like what character artists do to make symmetrical faces. You know, you could have, I don't know, and you can Marco Polo it across. So, Marco Polo. And then you could go here to here. Like that. Run a little calculation and probably be more like that.
Oh.
Whatever.
Cute little horns. I don't mean to sound whiny, but how do you feel less pressure to improve? I made a studies folder on my laptop and it's completely empty. I think I'm mostly scared of being bad and doing things wrong.
It's totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's very normal feeling. Everybody, for the most part, feels that way.
I think no matter what, I think embrace the bad drawing because nobody can make a perfect drawing like just right off the bat.
Yeah.
The better you get at fundamentals, you have a higher chance of drawing a more successful drawing. But if you're a beginner, like you have to have a lot of grace with yourself. So I would just start somewhere. Like try a portrait study and do the best that you can and only focus on doing your best. So it doesn't matter if it looks horrible. Did you try your best to follow a process that you really want to learn? If you did, that's perfect. That's an A+. You know, I remember when I was taking classes, when I need to take more classes, honestly, but I remember when I took my first portrait drawing class on the Christian Accordists class, I was so excited to just apply what I was learning because I'm like, oh my gosh, if I learn this, I will be able to draw portraits from imagination without, you know, struggling so much. And I just kept that as my focus and I just tried my best. And then I just did a bunch and spammed that same exercise over and over and over. And I didn't really care if it looked good. I just, you know, you can't really expect it to look good.
Don't tie your happiness to something that you can't control.
Yeah.
Like, you can't control how your drawing turns out, but you can control if you show up. And so consider it a win when you do something that is within your control. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like a lot of people really tie their happiness to things that are 100% out of their influence. Like, imagine going, if it's raining today, I'm in a super bad mood. If it's cloudy today, I'm in a super bad mood. I'm only going to be in a good mood if it's a very specific weather.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how people treat their drawing, right? And it's like, when you're not very good at drawing, or when you're a beginner, very rarely will your art turn out good. So it's like, I am only going to be in a good mood if there is a cloud, if there's 7 clouds in the sky.
That's a very good analogy.
That's like, you just be unhappy all the time, you know?
Yeah, because there's no 7 specific clouds in the sky.
Yeah. Like, that's how people are with their art a lot of the time. I just wouldn't tie your... And that's the same thing with, like, a post on social media. Like, I'm only going to be happy if what I deem as a bunch of likes goes in... A bunch of people like or view my post. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's just a recipe to be unhappy all the time if your happiness is, like, dependent on... Dependent, that's the right word for that, right?
Yeah, I like that, dependent. Mm-hmm.
Is depending on something completely outside of your control.
Yep. And
So, like,
another thing is learn to love or learn to be happy when you learn something.
Yeah.
Rather than if it turns out good. Because you can control when you learn something.
Yeah, getting obsessed with learning is so important. Like, jump for joy when you learn something you didn't know before.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to apply this. Oh my gosh. You know, jump for joy when you showed up and practiced.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I would do it. On social media, coming across videos where the person starts from 0 and in 100 days they improve so much. I feel like a lot of the time you can improve quite a lot at a very particular subject if you focus on it for 100 days straight. You cannot learn how to draw in 100 days. It's such a difficult skill. Like, you don't get to pro.
Yeah.
I went to a school full of people who would do 16-hour days for an entire year straight. And they were critiqued regularly by professional artists, and just barely people who were complete beginners were able to start like really understanding stuff. Drawing just takes a long time.
It does.
It always takes a long time to get better at. Like if you focused 100 days straight and did all your effort on just drawing pumpkins, you would get a lot better at drawing pumpkins.
Yep.
But if then all of a sudden you had to draw a car, like you'd probably just it'd fall apart, honestly. Like drawing is just hard to learn how to do it. It's like a language. It's like learning an entire new language and way of seeing the world.
Yeah.
Anybody can learn how to do it, in my opinion. It just takes time.
And I also wouldn't really try to gauge your worth as an artist as like, well, this person was able to do XYZ in 100 days. Well, I need to be able to do that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not realistic.
And a lot of people are very focused on getting views. Like, I think a lot of people as well are just not honest with their progress, or the video is made in a way that makes it seem like a lot more has been accomplished than what really has, or you know what I mean? Like, you never know exactly how it's being framed and what the reality is. I wouldn't use it as like evidence that you should feel bad about yourself. It's so dangerous to do that. Mm-hmm. And social media is full of all kinds of stuff that's directed towards having wow factor or making things seem a certain way. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't if you can't help but let it affect you, I just wouldn't watch those anymore. I would skip them entirely. I think social media is super toxic for artists in general. Well, that's why we come on here and try to
give y'all brain nourishment. Well, I think sometimes that watching those kind of videos makes you feel like you're, well, I'm drawing, I'm watching an art video, like I'm improving, or I want to improve. But then those kind of videos just really aren't actually what you really need to watch. I never watch those videos. I don't really care about it, to be honest. You know, like, okay, so what? This person can do it in 100 days. Like, that's not really what I'm interested in personally. Like, because I'm like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, and like,
but
honestly,
I don't know how to say it.
And like, I wouldn't look at those videos and go, ugh. I would look at the videos and go, man, that's awesome for them. I've got my own journey.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Go beyond comparison and go, like, I think it's along the same lines as when there's a really good artist out there and some people get depressed and some people get inspired. Like, I think it's inspiring more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like if they can do that, then maybe I can do something awesome too.
Mm-hmm. I used to be more depressed when I saw people that were better than me. But I think later on I just accepted, like, I just have to accept where I am right now. I'm just going to continue finding what I like, you know, finding the art style that I want to achieve, and learning at my own pace, you know.
He also took 15 hours a day to learn. He's a millionaire. Well, technically, there's a lot of people out there who have no money and are jobless that have 15 hours a day to spare. Like, not everybody, right? But there's a lot of people who are like, you don't need to be a millionaire to have 15 hours a day to spare. I know a couple people myself who are not, and they got 15 hours a day to spare. But I know what you mean. A lot of people don't. But like, everybody's got their own journey as well. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just very case by case basis.
Yeah.
We should wrap up as soon as we can.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Just, they're asking if we want to eat or whatever and all that. So, what have we been going for about an hour and a half?
Yeah. I did say I wanted to do Gamer Kitty's watercolor.
Okay. Then do you want to do that now?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
And then we'll wrap up after?
Yeah. We ended up not doing any OC drawing, but that's
okay.
okay.
We kind of got into a discussion. Gamer Kitty, you want your watercolor done now? What should I give an ETA on that?
Yeah, maybe like
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. This character's pretty simple, so I'm not too worried. It won't take that long.
Not a lot of detail.
Won't take too long. Yeah, not a lot of detail. All right, I have the images. Oh, so cute.
It
yeah.
is.
It's such a cute character.
That's fun. I love that.
I
It's
know,
very cute.
it's so cute. This is her character, by the way. So I'll probably go pretty close.
By the way, you know, speaking of Gamer Kitty, if you are interested in learning the fundamentals, like if your dream is to eventually make your own comic or web comic or manga or whatever, we do have an online school that is geared towards teaching the fundamentals. Like you do need to learn those core fundamentals, your perspective and dimensional drawing, figure drawing, design, you know, facial expressions. What else? Painting, lighting, color theory, shadows, rendering, all that kind of stuff. We built an online program called Anime Art School, and it is literally it's basically a college alternative. Like that is what we wanted it to be, like a college alternative that has no fluff, that focuses purely on the fundamentals. What do you need to practice to get better in a fun way? And it's all at your own pace. You can go through it at your own pace. It's completely self-paced. There's no schedule. There's no grading. There's just getting better.
Yep.
Right? Doing the homework and getting better. So, yeah.
You can check it out.
Here's the linky to it, drawanime.com. If you're interested and you have questions about it, you know, feel free to DM us to ask about it.
Yes, ask all the questions. We love answering them.
Yep. But it's our pride and joy, our Anime Art School program.
Yeah. It's it's
the whole pack,
Yeah.
You love the class so far? Awesome. I'm glad.
So glad.
That's great.
Yeah, just let me know what you also like about it, because I like hearing what you like about it. And we worked really hard on it too. I'm excited for you when you go through Colton's classes. They're great as well. Let me think. I kind of want to go for like this kind of cheerful thing. Okay, let me just construct this. So when normally I draw really fast, so I don't really have much time to construct, but these kind of illustrations I do construct more often. I'll
just to check.
Just to check and make sure it's correct, because y'all be having this drawing
for a long time. And it's traditional.
Yeah. And this pencil's not really what I want. It's a pen.
This pencil is not what you want?
It's the lead is like being weird.
I don't know what you mean.
Whenever I draw, it just like presses back and the lead goes back in.
It's fixed.
Oh, thank you. How did you do that?
I just clicked the new lead out.
Okay.
Apple baby. How are y'all doing? We're doing good. How are you doing, Moldy Jeff? What's your favorite Mexican food, Moldy Jeff? Because I want to try it. I want to see if I can find it around here. I had chimis today. The like a green pepper, green chili beef inside of the chimis. It was really good. There's a place around here we have been having. It's delicious.
I had that meatball soup, the albodinga. I don't remember how to say it. I can never pronounce that right.
You should check out Kura Toga pencils. The lead spins as you use it. That's crazy.
What does that even mean? How does that even work?
That's crazy. What's the schedule for when y'all normally go live? We generally go live. We don't go live every single day. We'll usually do 3 to 5 times a week at 4 p.m. Pacific. So 5 p.m. our time, which is Mountain Time, which is like 7 Eastern. It always stays sharp. Nice. But I love it. I love the line weight as well from pencils. I would love to try it. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, I really want more poofiness in the hair. There we go. Here's that. Checking. Alright. I like how
Dude,
chunky.
I've really been wanting to play Factorio again. Anybody here in chat play Factorio? How much you bet Fox would love Factorio? She would be like, this is so confusing. And then she'd be like, wait, I'm actually addicted.
Like, I don't know. Maybe Fox will like. It's not really a girl game.
Empanadas?
Oh, empanadas
Basic
are good.
tacos, El Pastor.
El Pastor is great.
I love Factorio, Jeff says. I've been really feeling the desire to play Factorio lately. My friend has 14,000 hours in Factorio. Bro has more Factorio experience than, like, I do doing art professionally for years. That's crazy. 14,000 hours is a wild amount. That's like you've been a full-time streamer for like 10 years streaming the same game. That's crazy. Maybe is he like a speedrunner or something. Factorio on the bucket list. I love Factorio. Wish you guys were my art teachers. We are. You can come and buy our streams anytime you want. We have classes online.
Yep.
We do it for a living. We are here to help you. We're always cooking up new projects and new ways to help you.
If you want, I mean, we created this to help you with drawing heads. You can get these on our TikTok shop. These are head reference models for anime heads.
Question with the classes. I know it says the Discord thing, but is there a way to get feedback too? The Anime Art School does not come with feedback as a part of the program included, but if you ask questions and stuff, we're more than happy to answer you on streams or questions about whatever in the Discord. You do get a special role and channels. And then we do have a mentorship program. Like if you wanted like critiques and feedback on your weekly assignments, you could also sign up for a mentorship.
Yep.
That would be completely separate, but we're more than happy to set something up where you actually get feedback on your work. But come by stream anytime and ask questions. Like we answer these all day. Like we're pretty happy. What is Factorio even about? It's a factory building game. It's a factory building game. You mine and collect resources, and you have machines that turn them into things, and conveyor belts that transport materials, and machines that convert one material into others, and your goal is to build a rocket and launch into space, and it takes a lot of time, and you have to you basically make a little circuit board. I love Factorio. I only have not that many hours in it, probably like 100 or something, but
you love it.
I love it. It's so cool. Like old-fashioned Satisfactory did come out before Satisfactory, I believe. Yeah, it's like a top-down view Satisfactory. It's very refined. Like the gameplay loop is super addicting. They did a phenomenal job. Anytime like a Steam game has whatever, I don't remember, 13,000 reviews that are overwhelmingly positive, you know it's an addicting game.
Be a bit careful with something like a hard surface.
If you're really into system design or analysis, it scratches the itch like no other. Yeah, but they also have made it for very fun for normies too, like people who aren't all about like
tech stuff.
Yeah, people who are like, you can make a very unoptimized base and just fight bugs and drive a tank around and blow stuff up. Like it's really, really, really well made for people who are sweats and casuals.
Probably like me, perhaps. They probably make me be able to play.
2,000 hours in Zelda.
Holy crap.
So empanadas or El Pastor? I had the El Pastor at the
at that one place.
Taco. What is it called?
America's Taco Shop or something.
Taco Shop. Pretty good place.
I really like empanadas.
Kind of expensive though.
It is kind of expensive.
Dude, this new place is such a good price.
It is.
I would go eat there every day. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I will for like a week. Yeah. Why not?
Crap.
Why not, dude?
It's crazy.
It is. It is a good song.
There we go.
Nah, bro, got some addiction to doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, we are artists. We just do marks on the paper over and over again, you know? My dad makes such good empanadas. Ooh. Yummy. Hey, Lau.
I could go for a good
Wait, Lau, when do we want to wrap up that
collab?
Yes. I wasn't going to say it. I was going to try to find some sort of code word, but I'm a sweat. I'm probably hard to work with a collab because I'm a sweat and I'm picky.
Well, I think it's probably Lau's first time working with professional.
Yeah, probably.
It's definitely a very different level.
You should see when Christine and I do a collab together. It's like
planning it.
It's like our brains are connected with like a instantaneous like a cable or something. Would it be? It's like completely in sync. Yeah.
We are in sync? Oh, thank you.
I mean, we've been building this business together for 5 years.
That's very true. Yes, I'm intimidated. Don't be. Just think of it as a learning experience.
Yes, I'm intimidated. Nah, it's all good. I enjoy it. I think the first collab I did was like Misaki, right?
Yeah. It was just like 2 characters together, but it seems like Lau wants to make like a really pretty piece.
I see anime art school is tailored towards anime, but anime isn't my favorite style, although I like it. I prefer semi-realism. Are the skills transferable? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
The amazing thing about anime art school is it is a true foundation school. The perspective class is a perspective class. The figure drawing class is a figure drawing class. The painting class is a painting class. Like, it's a true foundation school. You would be able to take those same foundations and apply them to any style. We just have anime style artists in mind. Like, you get quite a bit of anime style advice in class number 1, heads, faces, and expressions, but you literally are drawing
realistic heads
these.
As well.
You're drawing Asaro heads. You are drawing realistic planarized heads, that portrait that you would get if you took a portrait painting class that has nothing to do with anime.
I am all for drawing realistic heads.
Yes.
That's what improved my anime art so much. Like, this is they're separate. I mean, not separate. They're connected.
Anime is almost the same as realism in a lot of different ways, except the rendering style generally, like cell shading and stuff, and the proportions of specific things like the faces, the eyes, the heads. Mostly anime is different when it comes to heads.
Yeah.
And then it depends on what body type the artist uses generally. Like if you're watching something like, I don't know, Madoka Magica or something, like they're all just kids. But they're relatively like correct proportion kids. Mm-hmm. And the heads are big and the eyes are big.
I mean, technically anime is semi-realism.
Yeah.
Technically.
But like the clothing and costume drawing class, it's literally just a clothing and costume drawing class. Like you learn the 7 basic folds, the pipe fold, the diaper fold, zigzag fold, the spiral fold, and whatever, dead fold, drop fold, and what the heck is the other one? Half lock.
Half lock fold.
That's it.
Yep.
It's a clothing costume drawing class. And so that's why we built the school. That's why we built the school. Is so you can learn how to draw the correct foundations. Heck, we literally had Proco come by our stream one time in YouTube chat, and we were in the middle of like teaching foundation, like what we teach in anime art school, and Proco was just like, oh my gosh, like I hate it when people think that anime style doesn't overlap so much with, like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it had something to do with like people thinking that they could avoid the fundamentals because they want to do anime style. It's just so not. Like, what would you use instead of 1 point perspective? Like, what is the alternative? Like, if you want to draw something in 1 point perspective, how would you not use 1 point perspective or 2 point or 3 point? There is no anime perspective. There's just perspective. There's no anime deltoid, anime pectoralis. What's up?
Pinterest just like changed their whole entire layout, and I'm so confused. I just want to look up like gamer girl like poses where it's
you are so cute, power couple. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Lisa's a great name.
I love that name.
One Piece. Yeah, it's just very proportionally changed. Also, did you mean Abon?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
How do you say that, dude?
I hear every time I hear someone say it in Spanish, it's like a blur.
Yeah.
Abodigas. I'm like, what? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Sensei. Huh? You have watched Your Lie in April at least 10 times over the years. Nice. How do you say that, Lau? We talk fast?
It just becomes a blur, and I'm like, I have no idea. I still have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm like, yeah, I get you can speak it, but I don't know.
So Lau, if you went up into like Mexico, right? Because you're all the way down, far down there. Would it be like an accent, or would it be like very similar? Would it be like us going to like the UK or something, or is it like less of an accent than that? Albondigas. Wow, a lot of people that can say that word in chat. I'm really impressed. Can you repeat the question? I lagged. Like, if you went up to Mexico and you talked to someone, would they have like a strong accent, or would you pretty much be like straight on? Be like, you'd be able to understand each other really easily, right? But like, would you be able to tell like there's a big accent or something? Would it be like us going to, I don't know. Whoa, look at this, dude. I just unlocked
You unlock something?
Yeah. Look at this, dude. It's crazy. You can understand Lau when she speaks to you. Dude, I can't at all. I don't know what the heck she never speaks to us, so we can't. I think she's like nervous or something. She just gets so nervy.
She's like, stop.
Get so nervy. Lau, do you get nervy? Yes, I'd notice the accent, but still be able to communicate perfectly. Okay. Okay, I've cooked this officially. Let me look.
What happened? What did you do?
Oh, wait.
All right, time to color.
Oh, never mind. I'm just dumb. That's so cool.
It's like it's in real life.
It's like it's in real life. But to Tori, it's easier because I just speak in Spanish and then she replies in English. Okay.
Albondigas.
Huh?
In the anime art school, do you ever test our skills to find out our current skill level?
Wait, what? I didn't see anything. In the anime art school, do you ever test our skills to find our current skill level? No.
No.
It's a foundation school. Everybody would get the same training regardless. When I went to FZD, which was a foundation school to get you into concept art, everybody, regardless of the skill level, went through the same program.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, if you think about like going to the gym, like you're doing the same exercises as everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you're fit or not. It's like you're doing the same exercises. You might do more reps, but like a bench press is a bench press. Drawing a box is drawing a box. Like you may... And we give you a very wide array of exercises and practices to do.
I would say if we tested your skill level, that wouldn't really necessarily be the point, right? Like, it's like, if you're getting better, that's the priority. It doesn't have to be like, it assumes that we want you to be at a certain point at a certain time, but we don't, because it's self-paced, you know?
And so it's not...
Someone's at our front door.
Is that the UPS?
Is it? All right.
Oh, yes, it is. I think my thing is here.
Some time to... My watercolors, they're popping out. Okay.
Oh, no.
My watercolors.
My watercolors. They're broken. That's funny.
Albondigas are literally just meatballs, nothing else. They have vegetables in it and rice. At least the ones that I had. The soup that I had, it was good. I really liked it. It was kind of spicy.
I ain't got no clue what it is, dude.
Flavorful.
Living in Arizona, I guess not my whole life. I lived in California and Singapore and stuff, but living in Arizona for so long, you'd think I'd pick up more Spanish than I have, but I didn't. I never took classes, like multi-language classes growing up. The school that I went to growing up was really, really small, and they didn't have any of that.
Chat should teach us Spanish. Chat should test us on our accent.
Our accent?
Yeah.
I have to hear it.
We'll give us something to say, and then we'll just try our best.
Baby Jack? Baby Jack?
How do you say apple in Spanish,
Apple.
chat?
I'll judge. I'll judge you or art.
What did you use for the line art? I had it earlier. It is a Faber-Castell FH Fude hard nib. Manzana. Okay, that's apple.
Okay.
Manzana.
We can figure out how many
Pozole?
people speak Spanish in chat by asking a simple question like that.
Oh yeah, that's great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ringo's Japanese. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Manzana. That is. I cannot even imagine that as an apple. Oh well. Then again, apple in Chinese is 苹果. I don't really. That doesn't make any sense either.
Penguin.
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 Oh, whoa.
Was that it?
苹
Ping.
果.
What?
苹果.
Pingua.
Wow.
Yeah, what's that?
I said just Chinese.
It's like when a baby can like parrot something. And
No, I'm serious.
The parents are like,
Chinese is so hard to replicate. You don't know how many times
lessons for Spanish lessons. That's funny. You don't know how many times people
get it wrong. Like,
it wrong.
and they just don't try to get the enunciation, and that's just what happens. So I'm very impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. Oh, we'll do this. 香蕉.
So think about when you asked how to say no in Spanish.
No.
I love that.
公.
Yada.
香蕉.
What?
Say it. 香蕉.
香蕉.
Oh, that's good.
What is
Banana.
it? Banana? You're not going to get me to say something weird.
No, of course
You
not.
don't know any weird words.
I don't know any word. I don't even know any cuss words. I don't know anything in Chinese. I only know very basic. I don't know.
Mei-Ling?
Yeah, Mei-Ling. So good.
Dude, Mei-Ling, hands down, best character in Cardcaptor Sakura.
Absolutely.
She's not in the manga, though.
No, she's
How
an
is that
anime
physically
only character.
possible?
That's what some animes do. That they have anime only characters. They needed more drama between I think, like they needed a love triangle, I think, and so they created Mei-Ling.
Good morning, sir, ma'am. Can you recommend some books to become better at especially facial expressions and body proportions?
Our book.
Yes, actually. Funny enough, our book volume 2 covers that exact thing.
Yep.
A lot.
Was it expressions?
Yep. Anime Academy, how to draw characters.
Oh yeah.
Lot of facial expressions for different types of characters. Look at all that, dude. There's Victor. Victor is better than Leon.
Yes, I agree. Ah, crap. My gosh.
You always do that.
No, it just flipped it naturally there. It just did that. Different expressions ranging from mild to hot, and there we go. A lot of different expressions.
Lots and lots of expressions and body types as well.
And body types. Yes.
Lots of body types in this book.
See, it's just teen.
That's
child,
literally what we build the book for.
Adult, elderly. You can get our book.
Is your book the same as what we learn in the online course? I mean, yes, but the online classes generally teach a lot more just because the book is only 130 something pages long.
And you get more like step-by-step demonstrations of how to do things.
Yeah, the book is a great resource. Like a lot of people really like it and get a lot out of it, but like a book is not a college, you know.
Yeah. That's the wrong color.
Detective Conan introduced a cop character in a filler episode. He became so popular, he became a character in the manga. That's fun.
Wait, who is it?
Where can I buy this book? You can get it on our TikTok shop and also Amazon.
Yep. Wait, who is that? Who is that fan character? I'm actually curious now. Detective Conan has really good designs. All right, and then she got teal.
I did watch most of The Walking Dead. I think I saw up to the beginning of like season 7 or something. Didn't they milk that show to death?
I think so.
They always do. Whenever there's a really popular show, they just milk it to death. I guess except Game of Thrones, they just like blow the whole thing up in the last season and make it terrible, and then.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Didn't he still not finish the books? What?
I guess not. I would be if we ever had like a show. I'd be extremely picky.
Oh, I would love to make like 4 phenomenal seasons and then just never release the 5th and final season.
Yeah, literally. because the 5th and final season is like a curse.
It'd be so fun to see people all riled up online. I know why everybody does it. It's just so funny for the people who make it. Like, you just make off with this massive bag of cash, and then everybody is left incredibly unsatisfied. But they also like it. Like, they don't wish that they never saw it. They're just sad that it never got finished.
Like, no closure at all.
What are your all books called? They are on our TikTok shop. But one of them's called Anime Academy, How to Draw Characters.
Yep, so I'm kind of locked in.
And the other one's called Anime Academy, How to Draw Manga. By the way, we might change our channel name at some point.
Yeah.
Anime Academy is kind of used, and we never expected to have Anime Academy stay this long.
Yeah. So
we might actually change our technically our business legal name is Chibi Studio, and we might change it to Chibi Academy from Anime Academy. Like, we'll probably still have like Anime Art School and all that the same. But we're probably going to change channel name to Toby's Awesome Art. Yeah, Toby's Dookie wall art. Anime Academy has been used a number of times by other things.
Yeah.
But Chubbing is our business name. And it's stupid. It's literally just the word chubby and bean pushed together.
Yep. Chub and bean.
Or if you want to pronounce it chubin, it's kiss and bean. And, you know. So it's literally perfect. Yeah, chubin. And then this is our logo.
I will still always pronounce it as chubbing because that was the original word that we came up with.
That was the original word, yeah. Because we were like chubby and bean. Chubbing.
Chubbing. A lot of our words that we say is inside jokes, if you haven't already noticed.
That's the name I was reading in PayPal. Yep. Chubean. Chibi Studio LLC. We have our own publishing company. Legitimately. We have our own publishing company. Isn't that very fancy and official?
Very.
We kind of shoot ourselves in the foot with our live streams. People are like, oh, that's just goofy Colton with his stupid propeller hat.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that I actually own a publishing company.
Dorky publishing company.
Undercover boss. I think I'll buy this book. The price is affordable here in Brazil. Nice.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Well, you won't regret it.
Yep. Okay, I need to make this heavily much darker.
Very nice. You got your tablet working on your laptop.
Awesome. All right, let me think.
I think you have like a little bit over 15 minutes.
Left?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
You've been taking your time, dude.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's all good. We'll make them wait longer if we need to.
Okay.
We can't rush art.
You can't rush art. What's this? What's what?
Oh, there's like a little hair thing.
Oh.
Propeller hat and a suit. Yeah. Are my Colton Life Stages drawings in cursed Colton art accurate? I don't know.
Well.
What? Do you have any tips for coloring with Copic markers? Every brush stroke is like $5. No, I don't really use Copic markers. Cursed Colton art stages. Child, teen. Okay. Infant, oh, that's what it is. It's life stages. Maybe I should have read your so this is infant, toddler. Is that Patrick as a horse? Child, not to be confused with toddler, and teen. Where is young adult and middle-aged and senior and elderly? Where are those ones? I can't actually tell if it's accurate. They're pretty cool so far, though. I was so excited to get Copics, but then got into digital art. You know, you're gonna hate us, chat. Hoo wants to send us a bunch of free markers, and you're gonna be pretty jealous. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, so there's that. Almost done. I want this to be kind of like a cool black.
It's like the Huion that they sent us. We're getting big enough, chat. I demand you start taking me seriously, okay? You better start taking me seriously. We're getting brand deals. People are sending us tablets. People are sending us fan messages, whatever that means. People are sending us markers. I demand respect. We are an official channel, officially serious.
Yeah.
My dad gifted me colored pencils and I barely use them. RIP. Digital art has me on chokehold. Hoo is phenomenal. I got lucky and had 50% off coupon and immediately got the 120 set. Awesome. I hear they're great.
Is that like random choice?
You know, we got a message from a marker brand, an email a while back. I'm not gonna say who they are. I don't even remember who they are, honestly. And they wanted to send us markers, and I was like, oh yeah, this sounds pretty cool. And I looked at their listing page, and their stinking art that was like their not promotional art, but like their example artworks
like
of
advertising
stuff.
art?
Yeah, like advertising art. Like, you know, on Amazon, like you flip through like, oh, here's examples of things that people drew with our markers. It was literally AI. I'm like, that wasn't even drawn with the markers. Like, they were a legitimate brand. They had a whole bunch of reviews, but I'm just like, what? Like, that's so random.
So strange.
Like, you probably have so many people who made marker drawings with your markers that you could, like, even message and ask, like, hey, we'd love to use your examples. They do that with, like, 3D printers and stuff. And so I never responded to them. I didn't want to work with them. But Ohuhu, I didn't see anything like that. They look legit. They look fun.
All right, so there's that. I need to wait for that to dry. And then I'm on to the... Ooh, I got the perfect color.
Traditional art is inherently so expensive, but it's much more fun than digital IMO. I don't think traditional is more expensive than digital. I mean, you can literally find a pen on the ground and steal a piece of paper from a printer and make an amazing pen drawing and sell it for cash money. Like, I guess it depends on the level, right? Like, if you're getting big, giant tubes of expensive oil paints, then it's a good amount. But I don't think traditional is really that expensive. Like, a sketchbook is so not expensive. Like, I think digital art, like breaking into digital art definitely has an upfront cost. Like a tablet or a PC. You don't even need a good tablet or PC. But it's like you're looking at a good amount. And art applications, unless you use like a freebie like Krita or Ibis Paint or something, cost money. I don't think traditional is a lot more expensive. Maybe you're making like 100,000 drawings or something, but yeah, we haven't gotten the markers yet. I haven't even responded to them. They want us to make like a TikTok talking about our thoughts on them.
I like the song. Okay. How much time do I got?
I don't know, dude. I'll go look at what you don't have to rush.
No, I know. I'm just wondering because I'm kind of almost wrapping up. What are they thinking about dinner?
They never said anything.
Oh. I'm actually really digging this. It's kind of got like that tie-dye look.
You can send us goodies too. Yeah, Tori. I was actually gonna message you at some point. Make sure you didn't actually send us something that got like lost in the mail or something, because we hadn't gotten anything, and I thought you were going to at one point, but I don't remember. You have your biggest set. You got them when the company was brand new, so a set was only 100. Now it costs like 600 for the same thing. Have you seen RAM prices, dude? I'm honestly, digital and traditional. Like, digital has a big upfront cost, but it has a low, like, continuation cost.
Yeah.
Unless you have, like, a subscription or something, you know. But, like, you get an iPad, an Apple Pencil, buy Procreate, and you're, like, set to do as much art as you want, you know. But, like, it's a big upfront cost. Digital, hundreds, depending on what you get. But, like, there's expensive and cheap digital tools, and there's expensive and cheap traditional tools. Like, I wouldn't say that traditional is more expensive because we go look at the most expensive possible product and go, that's expensive. Because, like, they're super cheap. They're super cheap traditional tools. Like, you get a giant pack of stuff that you can make good art with for pretty inexpensive.
Watercolor is really inexpensive.
Yeah, watercolors.
Well, except for maybe the paper. Paper's pretty expensive.
Watercolor's pretty inexpensive. But, like, again, unless you're drawing, like, hundreds of full artworks, I would say I don't think that the price is a big enough difference that it would make someone choose one over the other, necessarily. Gouache. Yeah, gouache is really expensive.
Gouache and expensive watercolors are expensive. Well, high-quality oil paints are very expensive. So it's like... But, like, you don't really need expensive stuff to start.
I forgot I have your address. I wanted to send the cats goodies, but Chewy address thing was weird. I know what you mean. I'm not getting another Apple Pencil nib till I've used all of it. Nice. Is the metal showing yet? Is there a way to get this watercolor look in Procreate? I'm sure there is.
I think there are.
I don't know it, because we don't really do watercolor effect in Procreate that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paper textures and watercolor brushes. There's some brushes people put out. I spend a lot of money on traditional art supplies because I like trying different media. Yeah. What is gouache? Gouache. It's basically like designer's watercolor. It's like opaque watercolor. It will cover up whatever is below it, and you can't see through it. It's fancy watercolor, and it's very expensive. It's like a designer's medium. But what is the difference between gouache and watercolor? I'm sure Google would be a lot better at answering that question than me.
From what I know, watercolor is not like you can't like rehydrate it and paint with it continuously. But with gouache, even if you put paint stroke on the paper, if you rehydrate it, you can still use it. But like,
did you use gouache in Art Center?
Only white gouache, and I would mess up my drawings because I kept rehydrating it.
Oh, bruh.
On the page, and it wouldn't just dry.
James Gurney does a lot of traditional. The heck did our music go? What is this? Okay, I guess it just didn't start a new song for a while. James Gurney uses a lot of gouache and watercolor. If you're interested in that, he's got a great YouTube channel. He's a legend.
Honestly, I'm having really a lot of fun with this watercolor.
I think art in general is expensive.
Yeah.
Mostly mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally expensive. TikTok is the most expensive when it comes to brain cell usage loss.
Takes away all your
brain rot, dude. It's so funny. What do you think of James Gurney on colors? What about it? I mean, very he's a legend. He's a legend, absolutely. He's super good at color. You know, he wrote Color and Light. He's taught it for many years. He's so good at achieving different effects traditionally. Like, dude, he can achieve so many effects traditionally. It's crazy. Like, he does this little watercolor and gouache and colored pencil drawing of, like, looking directly into the sun. And you're just like, dang, I'm, like, being blinded by that paper.
Psychologically.
Watercolors scare me, not being able to lighten colors if I make a mistake. Yeah. That's the fun. That's the thrill of it. Was there anything that stuck out to you specifically with his books? I mean, he made gamut masks. Gamut masks are hard to do traditionally. Like, they're not a beginner thing. Like, I think not a lot of people do them because they're hard. You have to be able to raise the value without affecting like the saturation, which is really hard. It's like it's easy to do digitally, but it's extremely hard to do traditionally. And so he'll make gamut masks and controlled palettes that he paints images with. It's really cool. It was fun to kind of dive down that rabbit hole a little bit. Her name is Kitty. Also, my name is also Kitty. She's my VTuber / PNG tuber.
Yeah.
Kitty. That's very fun.
Okay, for some reason this jelly roll pen is not wanting to behave.
Jelly roll?
Okay, there it goes. There we go. There we go. Add some
Come
pizzazz.
on, jelly roll. Come on, jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Oh, jellies.
Oh, I forgot to paint an ear.
Is the name Eliana Jordan familiar? I don't think so. Not to me.
Not to me. We
She's
know
my
of an
inner me.
Eliana.
Nice. What do kind of treats do the cats like? Poppy loves cat grass. She
does.
likes cat grass more than Meowgurt. She likes cat grass so much that she comes running across the house when we go to the sliding door because she has to eat plants. She's a vegetarian, honestly. Like, if she had a juicy steak or a pile of grass in front of her, she would go to the pile of grass. I've been thinking about making a TikTok on it.
Like, she loves her protein, okay? Like, she's definitely had some steak before. We've definitely fed her. She was the first one to go and
we
get
dropped
it.
a little piece of steak on the floor, and the cat spent the next 3 days sniffing that spot. What?
She loves cat grass.
Yes.
She loves meat. And she also loves sour cream or, like, dairy products.
There she is. She does love dairy products. My parents
likes yogurt.
My parents knew that. They would give her some Greek yogurt, like, out of the empty bowl or something at times.
She likes sour cream. I remember
she loves sour
cream.
cream.
The first time we saw it was we fed her sour cream was we were trying to test to see if she would gag, but she actually really liked it.
Oh yeah, you know those TikToks that like the cat sniff the sour cream and they're like, bleh! Poppy's like,
give me that. Give me some of that.
Loving dairy products is so real, yeah.
She also even ate a little bit of your ice cream. Remember?
She wanted that.
She was like, "Ooh, what's that? Give me."
I got my friend's cat dehydrated chicken hearts, and he was a demon for them. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, dehydrated chicken hearts. That sounds like a very healthy snack.
My mom said they're heading over and we'll wait in the vehicle.
Okay.
Chat. You see those videos of those robots that like face plant on the ground? Those are pretty funny. She didn't like feeding them to him though.
Oh, is it because he was being such a demon?
No, I'm evil, kitty.
Alright. I think we got a few more touches, like some...
You know what's really weird? I don't know if you can relate with me on chat or if you understand what I'm saying, but people, like beginners, when they look at art, once art goes beyond a certain skill level, they won't see it as art anymore. They see it as like a product. And so if someone posts like a drawing on TikTok, it has to be, and for lack of a better word, I'll just use the word bad. Like, it has to be like,
with the approachable.
It has to be understandable that it's art. Otherwise, people just think it's like a promotional artwork for a game or something. Like, if you're too good, the average like normie person, their brains will just shut off. Their brains will just no longer see it as art. It happens with like friends and family and people when you when there's like a professional artist and their artwork is shown, people don't see it as art anymore because it's like so well done that it's like a product now. It's like a I don't know how to say it exactly.
It's a thing. It's like this thing that magically appeared.
Yeah, it's like they can't comprehend that someone drew something so flawlessly to them where they can't see any errors in it. Like, people will consider something as drawn if they can tell, like, it was drawn. Or if they can see that, oh, I get it, that was drawn. But if you make something and it's at a level that's too high, people will no longer go, oh, someone drew that. They'll go, like, it just exists.
Like, it's too perfect.
Like, yeah, exactly. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Like, this thing just exists, and there was no human man-made kind of thing behind it.
Yeah. But then the artists themselves can only see errors. Not with professional artists. Like, you can't draw a box more correct than correct.
True.
Like, no, not with professional artists so much. Like, they may want to get better, but there you get to a certain level where something's, like, good enough. Like, I don't know how to explain it exactly.
Like,
it's kind of like that.
Good enough meaning, like,
did you sneeze? Yes, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying, Lau? Like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, you have to present it in a different way or else people won't consider it a drawing. Like, it's funny because you'll post something like an artwork on TikTok or a social media, and then and people will kind of like treat it not like someone drew it. They'll treat it like, they'll comment on it, like what they think about it, but not from a drawing perspective. And then someone else will post their drawing, and it'll be like a very, very much like lower level drawing than the post in the comments. And everybody will be replying to that comment going, OMG, you're so good. Do you have a tutorial? Or OMG, and it doesn't bother me at all. I just find it kind of fascinating that sort of thing happens. Right, Lau, do you ever get people like posting like their drawings in your comments, and then everybody's going to that comment and being like, what the heck, how did you do that? And you're just like, I don't know, like, this person's kind of like a beginner. Like, was that, you know what I mean? Just kind of like from an observational way. It's weird. It's weird how that happens. There's got to be some sort of like a psychological thing to it.
It's kind of like statistics, not personal. It gives me that vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
I got a message in my mom back.
Okay, once things reach to like a certain number, they don't see the person as a person, they see them as a statistic. Like, rather than seeing, oh my gosh, this homeless person, and if you see like, oh, I don't know, 1 in 90 people are homeless, like, you don't get that connection of that personal connection versus a statistic. And then like with professional work, it'll just look so perfect or crisp and polished that it just won't feel like someone made it.
But when you go to an event with like other professional artists or something, like, it's so satisfying because you all speak the same language.
Yeah.
Like, you talk to another pro and I don't know how to explain it. It's just like different. It's like
they know the language.
Yeah, they know the language.
Like, they know that you made the artwork. It's like they know the language. They know.
It's like talking to another like Genshin Impact player. You don't have to like try to explain the game. You just start immediately diving into like, oh, you have XYZ. Oh, I like this character the most. You know what I mean? It's like talking to someone else who is in the same fandom as you. You don't have to establish anything. It's just you start the conversation already in the know. Mm-hmm. That's why I think it's so fun to go to different art events, is because you kind of just start this conversation like, oh yeah, you're in the same world as I am. Not in any sort of like elitism, but it's like there's a big difference between having a favorite game and someone has never played that game and you have to try and explain the game to them.
Yep.
And someone whose favorite game is also your favorite game, and you can just chat about it and be like, oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
The strand of hair, is it colored, this one?
Which one?
Let me look at it. Yeah, it's kind of colored like halfway.
Kind of colored. It kind of faded off.
That's what it is. It's talking to someone else who knows a lot about a game or a show that you know about. Like, you talk to someone else who's like watched through The Walking Dead, and you're just like, oh my gosh, can you believe what XYZ did? Like, try talking to a person who's like never seen a TV show about something that happened in the TV show. Like, you just can't get that thing going. Trying to explain stuff to my friends is humiliating. Like, I'll just shut up now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, you get it kind of secondhand embarrassment. There we go.
And I want to stress that I'm not talking in any way like in an elite, like as in like elitism. I'm literally talking about like you just kind of hit the ground running with like these underlying things that you both know. That's cute. I like that. You look silly. She's like, don't care.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I honestly had a lot of fun doing this one. I'm just like, I just had a vision, and I gotta pursue it.
It gets the stamp of approval.
Yippee!
All right, we have to
head off.
Head off. The urge to talk about Daryl to people, but you just have to shut up because they won't get it.
Who's
yeah,
Daryl?
don't talk about Daryl to me.
Who's Daryl?
Some person in The Walking Dead. Is he the crossbow guy?
Oh, he's the guy that like got really popular or something. He looks kind of like part Asian or something. I have no idea.
He's a crossbow guy, right? I watched Walking Dead, but it was years ago. Told my friend about Minecraft event I was in. The vibe was not there compared to those who are. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, the crossbow guy.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, the emo hair. I'm kidding. I don't know.
He's a good dude. You know, he's just a good dude. And on that note, thank you everybody for showing up, hanging out. Don't forget, you can get our heads on the TikTok shop now.
Yep.
Close this before it gets spilled.
Yes.
Get
your own head references.
Yes.
To make
TikTok
head
shop.
drawing easier.
And then we will be seeing you real soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye, everybody. Cat hair, dude. I love going to cons and finding my people. That's it. That is it. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We will talk to you. Crap, we got to do this still. Sounds meow meow. I wonder if my mom and brother are in the car watching us. Probably not. They don't care about our streams. We can't. They'll censor us again.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye-bye.